Another hour of sleep. Stay inside my head. Another lucid dream. Before I lose the thread and find the ground. Every time, look behind, see the reason why I'm running. Turn around, tearing up 100 miles of ground. I'm running, can't see my own hand in front of my face. Dark night, in sight, where's the promise that kept me running? Blisters on my feet don't register as pain. A promise they can't keep. They said you could be anything. Every time, look behind, see the reason why I'm running. Turn around, tearing up 100 miles of ground. I'm running, see my own hand in front of my face. Dark night, no end in sight. Where's the promise that kept me running?
Good day, Atlanta. Rialto, thank you guys for having us. We're a band from Atlanta, Georgia. We're called Weisshund. It's cleverly named. It's white dog in German. We're named after our very cute Great Pyrenees friend named Leo, who is emblazoned on the floor, thanks to our friends here at the Rialto. It's really fun to play music live with my friend Marlon Patton on the drums.
It is.
My name's Rick Lawler. I play guitar and sing.
I grew up in Tallahassee, Florida. I grew up playing music there, went to school at Florida State, and as soon as I got done, I moved to Atlanta around 2009. And as soon as I got here, everyone I met in the music scene was like, you have to meet Marlon Patton. He's the man. It's like, who's this Marlon guy? And I eventually met him, and I recorded a record at your place. I think that was the first time I really worked with you. Mm-hmm. He was engineering my first solo EP. But I think we just ended up on a bunch of gigs together.
Yeah.
And at some point we were like, we need to have a band, like just the two of us. Once we realized he could do the magic trick of playing drums and bass at the same time with his foot, it was like, we don't really need anybody else. We can, not that we don't love everybody else, but like, let's try and make a duo happen. So I think that was around, 2014 or so.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So we just got together and played and jammed, and here we are. Marlon has an amazing pet named Leo. He's a Great Pyrenees. You've seen him emblazoned on our on his kick drum and on the floor with the lighting just a minute ago. Mm-hmm. And he's our buddy, and for some reason we just addressed him. I don't know how that started, but in a German accent.
Yeah, meine Weisshund. Well, it means white dog, you know. So he's a big white dog, and we started noticing that when we'd get to a thing that he liked, he would come lay by the practice room, you know, and like kind of lay there. So that he was kind of our gauge, you know. So we'd be like, oh, meine Weisshund likes this song.
Tear up everything I find.
like Marlon said, I came up playing the blues. So for me, my entry point was Jimi Hendrix for sure. And through him, Muddy Waters, Albert, B.B. and Freddie King, back to Son House, Robert Johnson, all of that amazing music. I was heavily into the Allman Brothers. I was into Derek Trucks and Jimmy Herring, any project that they were into. And through them, I got into jazz. So that was the beginning of my interest in jazz. That led me on a whole thing. And somehow I ended up back at where I started, and it all kind of melts together. So just all of American music of every variety, I think is fair game, and I love to play anything, you know.
Growing up, my parents used to listen to a lot of classic rock, so I mean, I loved Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, Jimi Hendrix, Bob Dylan. But, you know, again, getting into jazz, it's like I became aware that there's not that really much difference between Elvin Jones and John Bonham. It's this attitude, it's just like complete, you know, just again, back to the reckless abandon thing. Those guys play like themselves and they play beautiful music. So I think it's taken me this long to get back to like, well, maybe there is no such thing as genre. It's just good and bad music, you know, or just great music and attitudes.
Absolutely.
So yeah, as far as the jazz guys go, you know, Elvin Jones, Tony Williams. But yeah, Bonham is my guy all the way.
Gather round the radio. Let us have a fireside chat. Set the dial so they all sing together. A chorus for our favorite son. Too long away from this, his home. You're not one of us yet, but you will be soon. Save your love for the living. Golden frame, daguerreotype. Eyes alive that look like mine. A part of your blood flows through me too. Open up the old black book. Write my name at the end of the list in a cursive hand that speaks through time. Save your love for the living. Save your love for the living. They're the ones who will come to your side, even when you fall in. Save your love. Save your love yourself. The Savior love.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The quick endings are always the toughest with no audience, I find.
Certain gimmicks that you develop when you're performing for a live audience. Will I retune my guitar? This isn't live on the internet, is it?
I don't know how long it's been. Long enough, can't remember when. I've been waiting, keep me waiting so long. Hold it up right over my head. Another week and I might be dead. I've been waiting, keep me waiting so long. Your love is murder. Your love is murder. Your love is murder. Your love is murder. Waiting on the axe to fall. No kind of way to live it all. I've been waiting so long. Your love is murder. Your love is murder. Love is murder.
both of us kind of came up as, I'd say, rock and blues musicians, and then we went to jazz school. And so this was an attempt to return to this just playing freely and like kind of going back to our roots is like what we kind of grew up playing. So the reckless abandon, I think, is just us just letting go and forgetting all the rules, all the things that we learned over time, and just rocking, you know. It's still rock and roll, but yeah.
We're caring even less about genre distinction. You know, it's like, I think when we started, we were like intentionally going away from the jazz side, but now it's just kind of all, like, it just doesn't matter at all. So we played that new song. It's pretty free. There's not really a consistent beat. It's kind of, I guess in musical terms would be called rubato, kind of ebbs and flows in tempo, and that was something new for us to do, although it's common to do that outside of rock and roll, and I guess in rock and roll too, but it just feels like everything is kind of melting together at this point.
Don't believe my time has come. There's much to do before I'm done. I've tried so hard to get along with you. To my own self must be true. I tried to please you most every day. You had no need to turn my love away. Couldn't meet me in the middle, and now we're through. To my own self must be true. Now you're gone. I can feel it growing stronger. Space you left still shut like a frozen gates. I tried to please you almost every day. Had no need to turn my love away. Couldn't meet me in the middle. Now I'm through. To my own self must be true. Now you're gone. I can feel it growing drips from your lips, but what does it conceal? I'll admit I'm into it. I don't care if your offer's for real. Your love's a velvet glove that you wear on an iron fist. The sticks is a rush, sweetness that I can't resist. Oh no, don't want it to be easy. Want it to be easy. It makes me want you more than when you pull away. I'll turn your cheek when I speak, and then I'll be in your sway. You know exactly how to pull me in when you move to the side. I'll do anything you want, 'cause baby we were made to collide. Oh no, I don't want it to be easy. I don't want it to be easy. I don't want it to be easy. I don't want it to be easy.
It's great that music is back. It's feeling like music's coming back, you know? This is, yeah, it feels good
It really does.
to play.
Yeah, we were talking last night too. Like, it just seems like I can barely remember what it was like before, and now it's, you know, it's really put a lot of things into focus. So I'm more energized and more ready to play music and be creative than I've been since I was a kid, I think. Like, I really don't take it for granted at all. So just being either on the listening side or on the performing side, it's just, I know more than ever that that is what I have to be a part of, you know, just the process of humans making music and sharing it, you know. So we have a lot more coming, you know, we're just at the beginning of this next era. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens.
And let's make it a celebration every time there's music
Yeah.
from now on. Let's, listeners, musicians, let's make it a celebration.
shall it be? Long for a friend, long to believe. Sing into your ears. The song rings in return. Half is what I hear, half I still to learn, half I still to learn. Brother in the blood, brother that I lose, brothers bound with love, brothers that I choose, reaching out with love, reaching for the truth, reaching for the open door, reaching out for you. All are in the present, all are called to me. Nothing is departed. Everything is new. Everything is
Got a couple more songs. I'm gonna put on a different guitar. Marlon, take it away. Kill some time for me, will you?
Yeah, we're really happy to be here. Thanks to Rialto. Thanks to Feed Your Senses. Thank you, Laverne. You guys have been incredibly professional. I think we actually had time for one more. Let's do more of us, I guess. Yeah, this is a very cool thing going on here. We definitely appreciate the live stream because it's kind of kept us going and kept us able to do things throughout the past, I don't know, 14 months, 15 months, whatever it's been.
Long has it been?
Long has it been? Yeah, this is the title track off our most recent EP, and follow us on stuff and check us out, and listen to our music if you like it.
Yeah, we'll be around. We're here.
Goes good with an Amy's bowl.
It does. or wherever you happen to be sitting. Perhaps you're at Ria's Bluebird right now. I don't know. We'll see you for the next lunch hour special. Thank you, Rialto, for having us.
Many long years I was hiding, didn't have a soul to confide in. I couldn't trust myself. For many long years I was hiding, didn't have a soul to confide in. I couldn't trust myself. I used to hang back in the background, but when it came time for the big sound, I'd leave it to somebody else. Now I ain't got time to get in line like you're telling me to. Those who close their mind will come to find that you don't know the truth. There's more of us in a view, and everyone's already decided on what the only way to be right is. I'm left with a different view. They tried to tell me that the crowd has the wisdom, but I only hear a cynical vision. I'd rather be one of the few. Don't wanna hear it 'cause I ain't got time to get in line to telling me to. Those who close their mind will come to find that you don't know the truth. There's more of us in you. I ain't got time to get in line like you're telling me to. Those who close their minds will come to find that you don't know the truth. There's more of us in you. We ain't got time to get in line like you're telling us to. Those who close their minds will come to find that you don't know the truth. There's more of us in you.
Thanks, y'all.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. Thank you.